Best timing to file ISF for lens adapters. Welcome back to our customs brokerage video series, where we discuss important topics related to international trade and customs procedures. In today's episode, we will be diving into the topic of when to file an importer security filing, ISF, for lens adapters. Lens adapters are essential accessories for photographers and videographers to use different lenses on their cameras, and understanding the customs requirements for importing them is crucial. So let's get started. Understanding ISF and its importance. Before we discuss when to file an ISF for lens adapters, let's quickly recap what an importer security filing is. The ISF is a mandatory filing that must be submitted to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, before the arrival of the goods into the United States. Its purpose is to enhance the security of the supply chain and ensure that import shipments are properly screened and evaluated for any potential security risks. Determining the time of filing. Now that we understand the role of ISF, let's talk about when to file it specifically for lens adapters. The general rule is that an ISF must be filed at least 24 hours before the goods are loaded onto a vessel destined to the United States. However, there are certain exceptions and scenarios that might affect the timing of filing. Filing options for lens adapters. As an importer, you have two main options when it comes to filing the ISF for lens adapters. The first option is to file the ISF yourself using the CBP's Automated Commercial Environment (ACE) system or through a licensed customs broker. The second option is to authorize a customs broker to file the ISF on your behalf. Special considerations for lens adapters. When it comes to lens adapters, there are a few special considerations that might impact the timing of filing the ISF. One important factor to consider is whether the lens adapters are being imported as part of a larger shipment or as standalone items. If they are part of a larger shipment, the ISF must be filed before the shipment departs from the last foreign port. Single entry bond requirements. Another factor to take into account is the requirement for a single entry bond. A single entry bond is a type of customs bond that guarantees the payment of duties, taxes, and any potential penalties associated with the importation of goods. Depending on the value of the lens adapters, you might be required to obtain a single entry bond before filing the ISF. Avoiding penalties and delays. Failing to file the ISF for lens adapters correctly and on time can result in penalties and delays that can be costly and time-consuming for importers. It is crucial to ensure that all the required information is accurately included in the ISF, such as the buyer and seller information, manufacturer information, and shipment details. Importance of working with a customs broker. To navigate the complexities of customs regulations and ensure compliance with ISF requirements, it can be beneficial to work with a licensed customs broker. Customs brokers have a deep understanding of customs procedures and can help importers navigate the filing process, prepare the necessary documentation, and ensure timely submission of the ISF. Thank you for watching. That brings us to the end of today's episode on when to file an importer security filing for lens adapters. If you have any further questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes, please feel free to reach out to us. Disclaimer note below. See you next time.